This happens every year.
Really? Again?
Every year. What do you want for Christmas?
Anything.
Time's up. What do you want for Christmas?
I want cosmetic surgery, which would be ridiculously expensive, or I want a trip to Sydney, Australia.
Erin, you can't.
Neither one of those seem to be in our budget right now, so I don't need anything. I have everything.
Erin, you cannot become taller.
I can't do. If I want to, I can.
You cannot become taller.
I'm 5'6". I'm not short. Anyway, welcome to the Todd and Erin Daily Stream. I don't know if you go through this with your spouse.
No one will help you. And the problem is, when you get to a certain point in life, you know what you want, but you want exactly what you want. Gift cards. It is really serious. It's like, I want slippers.
And my mom
I want a
thinks
certain kind of slippers.
Yeah, exactly.
I want a saw. I want a certain kind of saw.
And then for people like my mom who are traditionalists, a gift card is like the devil. I mean, that's like saying, I don't care about you. I'm going to spit in your face as I hand you the gift card.
She said yesterday when we had her for dinner, we didn't actually eat her. We had her over for dinner.
Punctuation is extremely important.
It really is.
With the written word.
She was like, well, maybe to Old Navy, and talking about her nephews and stuff. And I said, well, why limit them to that when you could give them a Visa card and they could go and buy music online?
And then you could spend 15% of it at super high Visa fees. That's true. That's a good plan. So this is what we go through. Is anyone else doing this right now where you're like,
it's just
no
a
matter what
pile
you do?
Of crud.
Well, you know, the thing is, though, and a part of our gift money is now being spent on trees because Utah's getting totally screwed. We're a mountainous state, right?
Yes, we are. Yes.
We have a lot of mountains here.
Yes,
well,
we do.
all of our trees apparently come from out of state.
Yes, they do.
We are
Trees. What kind of trees?
Pine trees.
Christmas trees.
Okay. The important thing is our Christmas trees. We pay 25% more for our trees than anyone else in the nation. We are like in the top 3 most expensive states in the country for Christmas trees.
That cannot be true.
No, 25% higher. The average nationwide is $59
For
a tree.
how big?
For an average tree is $59.
6 foot tree.
Here in Utah, we pay $72. Third highest in the nation. And we have mountains.
It's weird because some of them come from like Portland, the Portland area and stuff. And you figure we're south, so it's all downhill. They'd save
Super
on gas.
close, right?
Save on gas.
I know.
Because
So
it's downhill.
maybe you have decided to avoid the tyranny.
Did this just do this?
No, I understood completely.
Okay,
I
good.
just didn't think it was funny enough to laugh at.
Oh, okay, good point.
So that's why I was trying to move it along.
Good point.
So if you've decided perhaps you're willing to spend that kind of
But
money.
well, wait, let me say one thing. Because of forestry, studying forestry in college.
Wildlife management, community college, Maine.
Takes a year to grow a foot. 6 to 7 years to cut the tree down and send it to your home.
I'm not criticizing the tree growers. I'm criticizing the fact that for some reason they think we're suckers and we have to pay 25% more for our trees.
No, you don't, thanks to me. Because now the times that your gardens are asleep, your tomato cages are sitting around, and you take some stuff that you have stored, and you know what? There is always time for
A
Christmas.
60-second Christmas tree.
Watch.
You know what I just heard? I just heard that people don't have time for Christmas. Don't have time for Christmas? Oh, yes, you do. Are you ready? Upside down tomato plant cage. On your mark, get set, go. Good enough. There's always time for Christmas.
The Todd and Erin Daily Stream is brought to you by PC Laptops with desktops and laptops starting as low as $7.99 with a lifetime parts and service warranty. They fix phones too. Go to PCLaptops.com.
We received our first invitation to a wedding that ever specified no phones.
It was cool. I opened up the invitation. It was standard, nice copper plate, very pretty, nice picture of the couple.
Parentheses.
And then it said at the beginning, there will be no phones during the ceremony or photos.
Or photos.
Well, it actually said no phones, photos, or videos during the ceremony, please.
All right.
Which I went, cool.
Okay, this is how I feel about it. Great idea. And the reason I say that is because of Disneyland.
Okay, explain.
Well, first of all, you have a professional photographer taking pictures. And I know everybody wants to turn, and here comes the bride walking down the aisle, and oh my gosh, she's so pretty. They're always pretty. I always watch the groom's face. If you want to...
No, I just love it when you do that.
Oh, gosh.
When he first gets a look and he becomes verklempt.
Oh, my gosh.
I know, I love that.
So being at a concert, I don't care. Sporting event, don't care. A wedding, do care.
It's a lovely personal,
Pirates
intimate
of the
moment,
Caribbean ride, I do care. Because there's someone, we're second in the row of the boat from the front, person pulls out a freaking iPad, turns it on, right? And so what do you get? All you're getting is this light, and you're looking down, here come the pirate villages and stuff like that.
All the exciting bits, yeah.
You just wanted to cut their throats and throw them in the water.
That seemed like an
They ruined the entire ride. They had, excuse me, is there a way that you could, obviously from...
I want to immortalize this experience forever.
Well, then get in the back of the boat, you idiot.
I had no idea you were taking this so hard.
And then everyone else's phones, square light. It's horrible. It's horrible. You go to a concert, and my friends actually went to a concert, and the guy came out like this, and he goes, okay, first song, record anything you want. After that, put them away and enjoy the concert.
Now, see, that's actually really cool.
You're not going to enjoy a concert.
If you must, but yeah.
2-inch screen. You're not going to enjoy it.
I think that's a great idea.
I love the marriage thing. I love it. No cameras. Enjoy the experience. Be part of it. Be present, and have a wonderful time. And then during the reception, go crazy.
Well, even the reception though, and here's why. Because I've talked to brides before that were heartbroken because you kind of want to be able to put up your own pictures. Like, look, it's our wedding. Here's my dress. Look how hard we worked on the centerpieces. And there's always some little nosy Nancy that blasts all the photos of your happiest day of your life out first. And she kind of basically busts your bubble where you don't get to put out images of your own freaking wedding because everybody else did first.
No, I think the reception is free game.
Really?
I really do. And you know what? Maybe that's what they need to do. Maybe you need to go in the back, and you know how they take pictures of the bride and the groom and stuff like that? Boom, boom. Put them online. Get them out there.
So you're first, no matter what. You're over the finish line, baby.
So anyway, that's all I'm going to say.
I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, I have the best present for you ever for Christmas.
For who?
I just have...
For who?
You. I just have a couple of, structural things to work on, like the money. But, okay, you know how you've always dreamt of having, a shipping container, and you're bitter because I won't let you buy a shipping container? Don't get away from me.
Tell me more.
I found something better than a shipping container.
Better than a rocket silo.
Do you remember when we were going fishing for, was it the Burbot?
Yes, we're going to the Burbot up in the north...
Northeast, right?
No, the
Was
gorge,
it Flaming
the
Gorge? Flaming Gorge.
Flaming Gorge.
And we passed this huge, ominous, grim-looking building. You went, oh, you know what that is?
Kind of low school, like low behind
And I went,
fences.
what is that? You went, that's the Daggett County Jail. That's where the serious
That's where the bad
offenders go. This was the hardcore. Well, they had
You know why they go there? Because if they ever broke out and they looked at Dagger, they'd go right back in.
Because, it's like, I'll never escape from here. I'm going to die.
It's
yeah.
better inside.
Well, this is interesting. Daggett County officially had to put the county's 11-acre jail up for sale yesterday. Now, it was open in 1998, but it was shut down by the Department of Corrections last year.
Why?
Because of all of the investigation of all the inmate abuse, remember?
Oh, right.
And it was so bad, and there was a boatload of people who lost their jobs, and the sheriff's Department of Corrections.
So the jail is for sale.
So basically, they're like, this is useless property we're paying for.
What do you do with it?
And the trouble is there's a bond against the jail, so they're still making payments. So you know what? Let's evaluate the market's response in an attempt to sell the jail. Now, there's a couple of things.
How big is it?
Well, they say, first of all, that it is a 20-year-old facility. It's an 11-acre jail sprawling over 11 acres.
Good
it has
condition,
3 buildings.
Great land.
The jail, a greenhouse, a former church building.
It's got a greenhouse, probably
The
a
building
generator.
that houses the sheriff's office can be included by negotiation.
Okay.
And the seller will look at all, capitalized, all reasonable options, which tells me this is a motivated buyer, as your estate person will tell you.
Okay, all right.
Now,
What are you going to do with it?
Well, so here's a couple of problems. They say it's kind of challenging to run this as any kind of a business because there's like 1,000 people in Dagget County. That's it.
Right.
And it takes just about that many to run any kind of facility there.
Okay, all right.
They said we've employed every single advertising avenue possible, but the Facebook Marketplace one I find the most adorable because they have the pictures up and they're all hopeful. Like there's so many options you can do with these buildings.
It's a prison.
And the people and the responses are hilarious. Some people are like, "Hey, just turn it into a bed and breakfast."
Oh, that's
imagine the stories. And there's other people like, "It could be a haunted house. I'd drive there for that."
That's so funny, a bed and breakfast.
Isn't that just sad?
Because you already have the cafeteria for the buffet.
We will take seriously all offers.
There's probably a gym and a weight set out in the yard.
Baby, if I had $4.45 million, I would buy you this jail on principle because I know it would make you the happiest human being on this planet.
The bed and breakfast is like, good night.
Imagine all the stories, though, you could tell everyone as you're walking them through to their jail cell or their bedroom. Or
Dead man walking.
Right? I knew you'd love that. I wish I had $4.4 million to buy it for you because I would. I swear to God, if I would just on principle because it's so awesome.
I don't even know what I would do with it.
Well, in case
that's a great opportunity. Great opportunity. Please take a total advantage of it.
Should we cleanse our palate? Have a nice, happy story.
Yeah, what would you like?
Tell me something good.
Like which one?
All right, Jack and Diane. We know the song from...
I love that song.
John Cougar Mellencamp Rat. The story about Jack and Diane. I don't want to repeat any of it because we don't own the rights to it.
We can't play that.
Well, there was a new one. It's actually a North Carolina farm. And I guess this person had decided to do all kinds of different unusual animals. And he was trying to do like an exotic animal zoo. And then his... whatever happened failed, and then he just left all those animals and ran away.
What an idiot.
So, of course, animal rescue organizations came in. One of them was the Carolina Waterfowl Rescue. And they said...
Who knew there was one?
Because there was an emu there, and so the animal control people were like, we can't handle an emu. Can you come get the emu? So they tried, and then they found out that the emu was named Diane, but she was best friends with a donkey named Jack. And they would not be separated. They were inseparable. They slept next to each other. They stayed next to each other. And when they tried to separate them, they both lost it. And they're hee-hawing and shrieking hysterically and trying to get back to each other. They're terrified.
And who are we to judge?
No, you know what, though? They were very close. They said, where one goes, the other follows. Well, Jeffrey D. Morgan, who I love, and of course he plays Negan in The Walking Dead, they filmed down in that area a lot. And he heard about it, and I love this man because he looks genuinely evil and terrifying in the show. But he's like this gigantic, like,
he likes
puppy dog.
donkeys.
He likes animals, and he and his wife have this gigantic farm in upstate New York, and they just have all these weird animals, and he's always showing happy selfies of himself just like covered in mud, and his kids are like in their diapers and big muddy boots running around chasing the animals. I mean, he's like a great dad.
It's nice to be
He's like
rich.
a fun guy.
He should buy the jail.
Well, what he did is he heard about Jack and Diane and went, well, crap, they can't be separated. And they're like, well, look, we can't care for both of them. He goes, I will buy them. So he said, he took this great picture, put it up on Twitter, and he said, good journey so far. They came here today in a 4-stall trailer. Diane had crawled underneath the door, separating them, and rode for God knows how many hours laying next to Jack.
Oh.
Made me smile, Jeffrey said.
Doing the best they can.
Love is an amazing thing.
Doing the best they can.
No, but I just love that.
Just like the song.
The emu and the donkey.
Porsche Pirates, #1 in the country.
Now we're going back to people who are going to hell.
#1.
Number 2 in the nation.
Highest tree price.
I know.
Christmas.
I know.
And now this.
We are Porch Pirate Mecca.
Sure enough, it happened.
This one's appalling, though, you have to admit.
This one's appalling because, first of all, they stole 27 pounds of dog food.
Well, that's just nice.
That's just, what kind of...
person does. Oh, Andrew Felix, apparently, because he was captured. What else did Andrew steal?
He stole a Urine testing kit.
It was a half-gallon.
A
jug.
half-gallon of urine.
Oh, and gym shorts and the dog food.
Yeah.
It's like, what is wrong with you? Now, here's the thing, though, that makes this extra awful.
First of all, half-gallon. What's up?
I'm not sure it was full.
Well, the point is they were testing it to see if they were compatible for an organ transplant.
It's urine testing kits for a kidney transplant, and when this happens, you have to send out so that you...
Evidently, half a
you
gallon.
No, but you send out material for them to test to make sure that you're a compatible match.
Yes.
And he stole that. It's like, of all things in the world, why would you do that? Why?
Right. And you're sure you know that it was in a medical container,
They're always
sealed.
pretty clear. If anyone's
Yeah.
ever had to send a specimen of some kind off, you know that it's not going to say anything like electronics on it. It's pretty clear what you got there.
I have an idea.
Yes.
It just came to me,
Yes.
which are always my best.
Not always, no. But okay, let's go with it.
Let's say, just for convenience, you get all the guys in your house, okay? And you find a container and you fill it.
Why? Why would you do that?
Not like a Sprite bottle, but something else. And you plant it on your porch.
Just like that, or were you wrapping it around something?
Put a nice box around it. Don't put like an Amazon label on it, because the Amazon guy might go, "Oh, has this been picked up yet?" and put it back down. Leave the container open. And then the porch pirate comes along and he grabs it. And they basically just throw it into their car and let it tumble, and then they get in their car and they drive. That's it. That's my idea.
Every decent human part of me is going, that's so wrong, and the rest of me is going, that's so awesome.
See, there you go.
I totally love that. Are you
Or
kidding?
if you're picking up your backyard from your pet, there you go. Boom. Just a thought, and just leave it there.
I should
imagine.
be frowning and discouraging this course of action, but
you can't.
I want you to do this so badly. I'm dying right now.
I know.
All right,
So-
finish us off with something epic.
So Zach and I are going to start drinking a lot of water. Dog's already doing what he needs to do.
That's great.
I've always wanted to do this, and since this came out, the DNA test, right? There's
Oh, I know, yeah.
There's 4 or 5 of them, and some go into more in-depth research as far as where you came from. Some even kind of indicate that they can help you with health issues
Yeah.
and stuff like
Which
that.
may or may not, but there's amazing findings. People have found connections that might have initially been between enemies. There was a Palestinian and Israeli woman
remember that?
who took the test together.
Oh,
and they
remember that?
They found out they were like cousins several times
And
removed,
they
and they
seriously-
were hugging each other, weeping. I mean, it changes everything.
Seriously hated each other.
It changes
upon sight.
everything.
She goes, "Well, I don't trust him because he's Palestinian." And next thing you know, they're related. They both have a shared.
And there's a beautiful connection. You hear about, there was one man who was a white supremacist who found out
He was black.
he had fairly substantial African-American genetic roots.
So what do you do with that? Good luck. Good luck. And Merry Christmas and Happy Kwanzaa.
But now for this, though, this family is
This is so funny.
they're hardcore Italian,
This
right?
is so funny.
Okay.
Okay, so the lady who's doing this, and she's on Twitter, and she is watching this unfold in her house.
So they got the results back from the DNA test
And
for
they
the
all
whole family.
They all sat
Okay.
around, and Italian.
You got the accent, you do all the hand gestures.
What are you doing? And then
she live tweeted the results when they opened up the
I'm just
package.
going to say go.
My uncle on my Italian side got one of those DNA tests done, and it turns out that none of my family is Italian, and everyone in my family is having a mental breakdown. My dad, this is the next tweet.
Wait. So can you imagine? Everyone's got all the recipes. Everyone's got all the clothing.
My grandma's,
Oh
yeah.
my God, and my mama. And everyone's got hand gestures that are very Italian. And then go ahead.
And here's their second response. My dad is yelling at his brother, "Why did you do this?"
Their entire lives have been crushed because they thought they were Italian.
Third tweet.
Which is a great thing.
Absolutely. Third tweet. Dad is currently yelling in an excessively Italian accent at his brother and my stepmom that his life has been ruined. It turns out, by the way, that this family is actually Swiss.
Okay,
Now-
go ahead.
Currently looking at a map.
This is the next tweet to figure out if we could be like from the Italian part of Switzerland, which is the thing that my father is now convinced exists. And then she says, well, some have tried to adapt to their newfound Swiss heritage.
Exactly.
My Uncle Andy is now yodeling in the kitchen, and my dad is screaming at him to shut up.
See, you got to be careful about what you wish for. No, not yet.
There's more.
Not yet. I mean, I just picture this poor girl is sitting in the corner of the living room.
I think she was enjoying it.
Just punching away and sending these out. Okay, so now we have it. Okay, so
My father is
yodeling.
convinced that there is an Italian part of Switzerland now.
Yodeling, Italian, Swiss part of Switzerland. And then what was the other thing? A really bad pretend Italian accent going on.
Oh, okay. So apparently she posted an update on how everyone was doing, and Nana was the angriest one. My Nana is furious at my uncle and eventually refused to stop speaking to him, and Todd started insisting about her family's history in New Jersey, and this morning told my brother to, quote, shut it
up
when he brought it up again. I'm getting my dad Swiss chocolate for Christmas. He remains devastated. And she said, but not everybody is upset. She said, my stepmom is delighted by all of this because she's not Italian and no longer has to endure the ridiculous way my family pronounces food words.
Is that unbelievable or what?
I just like the Nana going, shut it!
There's got to be Switzerland. Where's the Italian part of Switzerland? Is there a little boot? Oh my gosh. Anyway.
So adorable.
So you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and share the show.
And please support our Shop Locally Legends. These are amazing people, and you're supporting local businesses when you go through them. So we have a list of all of them, and please go to the ToddandErinDailyStream.com as well and see if you can shop through them. It would mean so much to all of us because we're supporting our local people by doing that.
Where's
and
the
frankly,
list again?
The prices tend to be better.
Where's the list?
ToddandErinDailyStream.com.
There you go. And DNA. You know what I think? I think someone does it quietly. I don't know how, and when they're sleeping, you get the cells off the inside of their
Scrape
mouth with the
yeah.
and then send it away and wait till it comes back before you unveil it.
It's just so sad.
That is so funny. Yodeling.
I just like the excessively Italian accent
know,
that
me
he
too.
is screaming.
Guys, have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow. On the Todd and Erin Daily
Shut it! That's Nana.
Yodeling in the other room. That's so funny.
At least half the family has a sense of humor about it.
It's about time I start torturing these guys.
I don't like them to get them away from me.
I'm going to torture them.